The first phase of the Renters' Rights Act has now been implemented. If you're just starting out as a landlord, here's everything you need to know. So number one is the type of tenancy. All tenancies now are required to be assured periodic tenancies. That's a continuous rolling contract without a fixed term or an end date. If you need to bring the tenancy to an end, then you would have to do so by way of a Section 8 notice, validly served with one of the grounds being met. Please see our other guidance on a Section 8 notice. Number two is your legal obligations. So before any tenant moves into the property, you need to make sure you've got a gas safety certificate, an EICR, the electrical safety certificate, and an EPC, your energy performance certificate. And you should also make sure that on every floor of the property, you have a smoke alarm. And then where you have a fuel burning appliance in the property, then you'll need a CO alarm. Number three is paperwork. And that's the requirement to provide mandatory written information about the tenancy agreement before it starts. In short, if you think about it, it just means no verbal tenancies or oral tenancies anymore. Everything must be a tenancy agreement in writing. If your tenancy requires a guarantor or you think you need a guarantor based on the referencing, then make sure the guarantor is fully involved in reviewing the tenancy agreement before that begins. Number four is deposits. So any deposit that you take must be secured with a government-approved scheme within 30 days of receipt of the payment. And then following on from that, you need to give out the prescribed information as per your deposit scheme to the tenant within a further 30 days. Failure to do so can result in significant penalties, so this is a really easy one to make sure you get right. And number five, once they move in, as was always the case before, you need to give your tenant 24 hours notice if you want to come and inspect the property. And separately, if the tenant wants to request a pet, you need to give that reasonable consideration. So make sure you use the NRLA's tools on pet consideration, which you can find on the Renters' Rights Hub. That's it. Getting it right from the start protects you and protects the tenant. So make sure you check out the NRLA's Landlord Starter Pack on our website, nrla.org.uk.